Key Crimes.
Boy, it seems like these cases get worse and worse as the day goes on. You always find something strange. In this edition of Sheet Crimes involves a 50-year-old woman who was facing multiple charges for cutting a man's scrotum and punching a Rochester police officer in the face. Now, need I say, if you was a dude, not only would you be arrested, you might be maced, batoned, shot in the face, put under the jail, or in the ground. Now, Christina Garza Hennessy is charged with a felony 4th-degree criminal sexual conduct, and 4th-degree assaults against a peace officer, and obstructing the legal process. And that's what happens when you always fight a cop. You know, when they show up at the scene, you've seen them YouTube videos, always fighting a cop, right? Now, both of those are gross misdemeanors and misdemeanor with domestic assault. Now, she cut the brother on the nuts. Now, if you were to think about cutting your old lady, whether you're dating or married her, you know what happened, right? Now, she appeared before District Judge Pamela King on Monday, November 7th of last year, and she was released on her own recognizance, provided she did not use or possess alcohol, controlled substances, firearms, or dangerous weapons. Too late. As I say again, it's a double standard system that men created, but there's no dude that could do that, and they will let you out on your own recognizance and make you promise these grandiose things that you won't do, right? Now, Miss Hennessy was then scheduled to reappear in court on December the 15th of last year, which she did. Before we end this tape, we will show you what she got. Crime doesn't pay. Or at least it doesn't pay for men. Now, this brings us to the incident that took place on the night she was charged. Now, the Rochester Police Department responded to a domestic assault call. It was around about 9:51 at night. Now, this is on November the 4th, 2022. It was at a residence in Northwest Rochester. Now, one thing for sure. If the police have to be called to your home, and somebody's doing something violent, somebody going away for a little bit of time. Okay? If you was a dude, you're not coming back to that house. And when they got there, police found a man at the residence who said an intoxicated Hennessy threatened to cut off his testicles and lunged at him. Right? He said this is what the chick did before she took off. The Hennessy then fled. She fled the residence in her vehicle because she wasn't going to hang out there to get arrested. Now, a lot of people, that's probably what they would do too, but she was out of there. Now, at the scene of the attack, law enforcement observed a cut on the man's scrotum. Can you imagine pull your pants down and show the cops, hey, she almost tried to make me a woman just like she was. Now, while law enforcement was talking with the man, Miss Hennessy came back home and began to cry, scream, and yell at officers who asked her to get out of the vehicle. So she was at the curb in the car. But she started the same thing. The whole routine you see on YouTube. Once the cop catches him, what do they do? Cry, scream, and yell. Oh! Now, she resisted officers attempting to remove her from the vehicle and said she wanted to go to prison. Now, I don't know about you, but there is literally thousands of videos on YouTube where women are getting arrested for drunk driving, fighting cops, fighting at bars, and they got a big mouth until it's time to go to jail. And when police offered to take her to jail, she agreed to exit the vehicle. Now, as she exited the vehicle, she rushed at an officer and punched the officer squarely in the face. Now, if you want to go to jail, this will help you get there a little bit faster. Now, if you was a dude, you may not make jail. You might be like one of these other guys and they kill you. After that, officers arrested Miss Hennessy by taking her to the ground, where she continued to resist by pinning her arms under her body and extending her arms out under officers. Now, you've seen this happen before too. A lot of people, when you get arrested, especially the ladies, they'll turn their arms in the front. They're like, you know, give me your arms, stop resisting, give me your arms, stop resisting, give me your arms, till it's a song. So Christina Garza Hennessy pleaded guilty to a gross misdemeanor count of 4th-degree assault against a peace officer and a misdemeanor charge of domestic assault as a part of a plea deal that dismissed a felony charge of 4th-degree criminal sexual conduct when she cut him, and a gross misdemeanor count of what? Obstructing the legal process, which always happens at one of these scenes. as a dude, we could not plead to anything. They already got your punishment when you show up at the court. Take him to jail. Let him sit there for about 6 months. He'll cool out. He'll lose his job, his home, his car, the woman who never loved him. But you get the picture. Now, District Judge Deborah Jacobson sentenced her to a stay of adjudication for her charges, meaning that if Hennessy complies with her probation, her charges will eventually be dismissed. So the judge gave the woman probation. The little few days she spent in jail, a couple of days, that was her sentence. So while she was waiting to go to trial, the judge called that a sentence, gave her probation, let her go. So if she kills the dude, it's on you. Now, Jacobson was ordered Hennessy to undergo domestic abuse counseling and chemical dependency treatment as part of her 3-year probation. Wow. Tough penalty when you cut somebody. Now, Miss Hennessy was also ordered to spend 4 days in jail, but was given 4 days credit for the time served. This gets silly as it goes, day by day. She was in jail 4 days, judge like 4 days time served. Now, a district judge ordered a stay of adjudication for her charges. Now, you'll hear this a lot. Adjudication. You're free to go. And this means that if she complies with her probation, her charges will be eventually be dismissed. And if you guys watch Predator 101, that's mostly what the women get in those cases. If they're a good person over probation time, we'll wipe it from your record. Now, the guy, if you do this as a guy, they won't wipe from your record. They'll wipe you from your record. So until we see you guys next time, be careful, especially if that girl got a knife, and especially if she want to new to you like she is. Until next time, have a great day.